What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Solar Blackout Gaming, and today we're going to get into the character of Atreus and a little bit of the lore and story that surrounds him, because I feel like one of the big questions that's come of late is, because he left on his own, what's going to become of Atreus? And I feel like there's a lot of speculation surrounding that, and we're only left to speculate, and that's what a game should do. Like, I don't want to play a game and just know it all when I'm done. I love to sit back and just somewhat leave you on a cliffhanger. Yeah, maybe not too much. Yeah, no one likes a cliffhanger, but you've got to respect. It doesn't make it exciting if you already know what's going to happen. And I'm really glad they didn't leave us knowing exactly with what's going to happen from this point. So we come into the game, and Atreus is being chased by Freya along with his father for the events of God of War, when we first meet Atreus with her son dying at the hands of Kratos.
Get ready.
And this has caused Fimbulwinter, and a few years have passed, and we've seen that he's grown, and there is a fear, a genuine fear from his father, that it seems like he's almost keeping him at a safe distance, because in the mural they seen, Kratos thinks he's going to die, and there's a genuine fear that parents have, is when they go out, are they going to be ready? You don't want them to make mistakes, and I feel like that's very well done. And I feel like Atreus' character is very conflicted in the story as well. So we come in after the chase with Freya. We notice that they get back to their cabin, and they talk about the fabled Fenrir, and that his wolf Fenrir is on its deathbed, and we see Atreus display some very unique abilities when this is happening. And I feel like that just kind of immediately sets the tone for, okay, there's going to be a lot more to Atreus this time. And we especially find that out during the bear scene.
Atreus! 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 Atreus.
What?
First, focus. Heal.
And after seeing the bear scene, I was very excited to see what was going to become further into the game. And that brings us into the main story, where we find out kind of what's going to happen and what's going on. Is Atreus is still unaware of the true capability of his powers. And he is still a child, and he's trying to figure those out, and this changes the game, so to say. Him turning into a bear, doing things he is not even sure that he was doing, or was it even a dream, is how he puts it. Like, he doesn't even know. So now there's a very sense of danger when it comes to his powers if he don't get those under control. And I thought that's where the game was going to take this. And the long-awaited introduction of Thor came around, where Thor comes to the cabin. I didn't think it was going to take that turn that it did. But as Thor walks into the cabin, he greets them. Kind of leaves you on the edge a little bit. You can tell that all the characters are like really on edge at this point. It's a very intense scene. And when we find out that one of the big plot points is Atreus is looking for Tyr, that's when I was like, this is going to focus on Atreus a lot more than it did in the first one. I think Atreus helped Kratos grow in the first one, but in this one, after we heard the line about Tyr.
How does peace strike the esteemed, retired God of War? How about we just don't kill each other? How about you stay home, kick up your feet, seek no quarrel with me, and I'll have none with you. Of course, it means that that one has to stop his search for Tyr.
Yeah. We know what you've been up to. Stop it.
And clearly they can just walk in and blast holes in our home whenever they want. There's only one way to get them off our backs. And I think I know how.
And that is how we figure out how Atreus has been spending his time throughout this entire time through Fimbulwinter. And it just lets us know that he has grown as a character. He is hiding things. He is doing things. He's not just telling his father, we're just sitting here and hiding. He wants to tell his father that he has been out there looking, not that he wants to. And that's kind of where we come into the name Loki. Loki by nature was mischievous. And I really think they portrayed that well, because when you think of mischief, the god of mischief, that's, that's kind of related with Loki's name. They portrayed his mischief ways in a way that isn't intentional. And that's what surprised me about how they did his character. And I really like that they did something different that we didn't expect. Because when you think of Mischief, you think of he's always getting in trouble, he's causing problems, and he is always doing these things in Ragnarok. But they're not intentional. Him trying to find out who he is, what kind of glory awaits him, or non-glory, like what type of failures, it's just so much that can be taken from that. But the main point of it's non-intentional is how you keep a good character still good. He's just extremely conflicted now. And that's what makes his character extremely complicated to understand. And I think that's a big part of why people are split down the middle with Atreus.
I'm the favorite.
We are leaving. Are you coming with us?
Here. Your statue in the lake. You had a spear. I thought you needed a weapon.
Walking stick? No.
Maybe one of them. I've never seen a man broken so completely.
His pain is fresh. You expect too much.
Aye, perhaps. Pity Freya still wants to kill you. That's an ally we could use.
That is not an option.
No, I don't suppose it is.
Trouble sleeping. Ah! Shh! You cannot sneak up on me like that. There's something I have to do in Midgard.
What? Without me? I thought we were partners.
We are. Just wasn't sure you'd want to join me. I'm visiting.
You would stake your life on it? What do you know of me?
And the game does it so well. These mischievous moments starts off small, and they keep growing in size, and growing and growing. And we find out some of the bigger repercussions of this when he releases Garm, not realizing the type of destruction that he may have just caused because he was trying to have a good heart and he has an affinity for animals.
You're welcome, mangy mutt.
The Hellwalkers. They're everywhere. Everywhere.
That is not your fault.
Yes, it is. There was a wolf in hell. He was in chains and I set him free. I thought that if
Garm! Great bleeding fuck, lad! You freed Garm!
Garm? Who freed Garm? That's madness. Surely not you, young one.
If the Hound of Hell is loose, he'll chew through the fabric of the realms. Hellwalkers are just the beginning. What were you thinking?
Aye, this is a fuck-up of not insignificant proportions.
What would drive you to such mischief? Is this Loki's doing?
And this is kind of the midpoint where his mischief causes damage, and then later on in the game I think we see the peak of where his decision making takes him when he has a plan and he wants to help but do it his way, because almost I feel like because fate has been decided that greatness is awaiting him and he must be on the right path. He has convinced himself of this. And because of that, he suffers some very serious consequences along with others as well.
This mask. The easy answers that it promises. I know this. Shortcuts always have a price. Atreus, you have carried it. What do you think?
I think it's a chance. At worst, we'll have something Odin wants as leverage. At best, if it really gives us all the answers, then we can make our own path. Nobody has to die.
Spill it!
It's an ancient path. We can't reach it from here.
Where then?
Let me collect my things and I'll show you.
You ain't got no things. And where you going with that mask, Rock? That belongs to the kid. He earned it. All you done was make passable dirt soup.
Brock, it's okay.
No, it ain't. This ain't right. All the pieces ain't welding together true. Like, what's with him calling you Loki anyway? You know that ain't his name. Hey! I'm talking to you! You never shut up!
All the things.
Odin.
Let go of the boy and face me!
Tell your brother to throw me the mask and you've got a deal.
Stop moving.
Freya, if he dies...
Now. Wasn't part of the plan, but if he dies, we are square for Heimdall. And honestly, you got a bargain.
I will kill you. plan on that.
Mm-hmm. So nice spending time with you again.
Freya, please.
Can't be in two places at once. Frig. Hey! I don't move, you don't move. Don't do anything you'll regret.
I regret many things. Killing you will not be one of them. Release my son!
I'm in control! Here! Throw me the mask! Now! Too bad, son. Looks like war after all.
And it wasn't until that point that we finally get to a turning point in Atreus and his attitude towards things. It's almost like he was defeated by victory because he's already seen the battle that is supposed to take place, and Asgard falls to the hand of a young Jotnar, a champion of the Jotnar. And he believes that's him. And everything that he's seen on the mural in Jotunheim came true. So why does he need to believe that this will be any different? He thinks fate has been written because it's been right so far. And his dad, Kratos, has been trying to tell him this whole time. Do it because it is necessary, not because it is written. And also, like we hear the Norns say, we're just good at figuring out what's the most likely decision humans make. It's just human nature. And I think he's starting to realize that maybe that's not the best way. Not the best way to go. And we're going to go ahead and stop here as part 1 of a 2-part series. There will be 2 parts to this, and I hope you guys join me in the next video. And while we're at the end of the video, I just want to give a special shout out to everybody that's been checking out the channel, supporting the channel. I really appreciate you guys. Just to give y'all just a kind of future look at where I plan on going with the channel later down the road. I love God of War series. I've been playing the God of War series for as long as I can remember, for years. I played it as a teenager. And I will probably be expanding into another favorite genre of mine, which is FromSoft games and lore. I love FromSoft games. And like the Soulsborne series, as everybody calls it, I love those types of games with the lore and the beautiful worlds like Elden Ring and stuff like that. Yeah, I do have other projects I do intend on getting into. So if this is the type of content y'all like, man, let me know. Tell me what you want to see. I'm down. I will always read what y'all have to say, and you never know. We might go ahead and jump into it here soon. But anyways, I do hope y'all enjoy me in part 2, and until next time.